Hello everyone, and welcome to today's Explainer. Today, we're diving into something truly special, a masterclass in generational wealth building. We are looking at the Quarles Family College Fund. Now, this entire initiative is driven by the vision of matriarch Elvina. And get this, she was a woman with only a 6th grade education, but she possessed this incredibly elegant cursive writing and, more importantly, a profound, unshakable belief in the power of learning. You'll see pretty quickly that this isn't just about handing down cash. No, it's about passing down core values, setting high expectations, and building a rock-solid support system.
So here's our game plan for today. We'll start with the vision and family history, then move into administration and leadership. After that, we'll look at the fund rules and contributions, the application and eligibility criteria, and finally wrap up with their financial health and growth.
All right, let's jump right into Section 1, Vision and Family History, the foundation of support.
So, the Quarles Family College Fund, or QFCF, actually got its start back in 2008. It was designed by John Henry Quarles and Elvina Quarles with one laser-focused purpose, which was to provide real, monetary support for the educational goals of their third-generation descendants. The whole thing was catalyzed by an initial $1,000 in seed money. It's essentially a non-reportable contribution meant to cover those everyday college grinds, books, gas, tuition fees. The ultimate objective here is to tangibly show support and prove to their youth, without a shadow of a doubt, that the family wants them to succeed.
Moving on to Section 2, Administration and Leadership, Structuring the Vision.
Now, this isn't just a casual family piggy bank. It is governed by a formal board of governors. Mrs. Elvina Quarles Jones holds the top spot as president, supported by Vice President Glaston Quarles and Secretary and Treasurer Leon Quarles. We've also had a recent update to the board. Gwen Henderson has officially stepped in to replace the late John Quarles, joining Kelvin and Deandra. But here is the truly fascinating part. Out of the 14 siblings in the family, President Elvina holds unilateral appointment power. She alone selects this 5-member board. That guarantees tight oversight and keeps the program incredibly relevant and disciplined.
Let's look at how the money actually works in Section 3, Fund Rules and Contributions, the Mechanics of Giving.
To keep this fund healthy and growing, the second-generation descendants are expected to contribute exactly $25 every single quarter, straight into a dedicated checking account. But the really beautiful thing is how this culture of giving trickles down. They've established a voluntary give-back model specifically for the grandchildren. These grandkids step up by contributing $15 quarterly, plus they actively participate in family reunions. And just to keep everything completely above board, access to these funds is strictly limited to the primary and alternate account holders.
That strict discipline absolutely extends to how the money goes out, too. For a long time, historical awards were capped at $500, but the fund has been so well managed that it's grown enough to establish a brand new $1,000 scholarship award standard. They're incredibly strategic about it, strictly limiting the number of awards per year. If there's a year with no college applicants, well, the money just sits there and compounds. And all this careful management, it has led to a literal 100% graduation success rate for all their recipients. That is just staggering.
Okay, Section 4, Application and Eligibility Criteria, Earning the Support.
So how do you actually get the scholarship? Well, applicants are weighed on 2 main pillars: academic requirements and character requirements. Academically, you've got to bring the goods. We're talking certified transcripts, solid GPAs, and copies of SAT or ACT scores, all while enrolled full-time at an accredited institution. But smarts alone won't cut it. On the character side, the board is heavily scrutinizing leadership, community service, and extracurriculars. You even have to secure 2 letters of recommendation from non-relatives, think teachers or counselors, who have known you for at least 2 years. It's a holistic, incredibly high-standard review process.
And listen, there are 0 exceptions to the rules. The application deadline is hard, non-negotiable stop, March 15th every single year. Along with all those transcripts and letters, applicants have to submit a 1-page, double-spaced narrative mapping out their educational goals, their academic wins, and a 5-year plan for after graduation. It's brilliant, really, because it forces the third generation to practice real-world professional skills. Meeting strict deadlines, writing persuasively, and actually articulating a long-term vision for their own lives.
Which brings us to Section 5, Financial Health and Growth, the Results of Discipline.
Transparency is the name of the game here. The treasurer provides quarterly updates via bank statements and electronic reports.
And when you look at their ledgers, you can see exactly how those disciplined $25 quarterly contributions, along with special collections, just steadily build up the balance year after year, securing an incredibly healthy carry-forward balance.
In fact, to give you the most current snapshot, as of June 2026, the fund boasts an available balance of $11,194. That number right there is a testament to sheer consistency. It proves, beyond a doubt, that small, mandatory, organized contributions, when backed by the rigorous oversight of a dedicated family board, can absolutely build a sustainable financial engine.
So here is the big takeaway. The Quarles Family College Fund thrives because it perfectly marries deep, genuine familial love with uncompromising organizational discipline. It really begs a final question for all of us to chew on. How will your family structure its legacy? Are you going to leave it up to chance, or will you build a system of accountability, clear expectations, and unwavering support, just like the Quarles family did? Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer today. Keep learning, keep building, and I will see you next time.